Offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. LSU right back to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They've got the screen set up. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 14, Boise State 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Now the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, and he wants to throw it. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. To the air, it's Bailey. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. At midfield, he's got room. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Corner's going to give them room. He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
To the air, it's Bailey. They're trying to get to him. Forced out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from... He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
And your goal of the defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Burden. Finds a crease at the 20. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Tigers! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The corners are walked up tight. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. And he throws his... LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. The DBs will back off a bit. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, a new set of downs.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the... The Sooners will put total leather and will get started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. LSU quick to the line.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't.
He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it.
Fires and picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. The give to the back. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The Sooner schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but don't do too much and don't fall over in your seats.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Mayfield. And they knocked him down almost immediately. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unleashes one. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. The run from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this. Established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking for space. It's Chubb. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Off-play action on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll leave it with the lone back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Sooners will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The inside handoff. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Oklahoma 10, LSU 0.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Not much of a decision to make. There's the defense will move him back. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw, it's Mayfield. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. LSU right back to the line.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Buying some time. Going to try to get it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Caught over the middle. It's Webster. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass, it's Mayfield. Now improvising. He'll pull it. Oh, it's loose. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 10, LSU 0.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The official says no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He stopped again. They went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession fires into traffic, picked off.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
On the move at the 30. Powers through. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Might as well give it to him again. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. On the run, it's Chop. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
DB's right up on the receivers. Bad offense, good defense, no scoring. That's pretty much what... Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Burden. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. LSU quick to the line. They move the tight end all over. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Mayfield. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Line gets set, 1st down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Judkins. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Fielded in the end zone, it's Presley. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wide open downfield. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, LSU! What a catch and run for 6. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Judkins. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. This offense has a second down play. These DBs going to give a little cushion. He wants to throw here on second down. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. To throw, it's Mayfield. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Steamrolls his way ahead. The Tigers get enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll immediately call timeout. And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They'll leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Unloads it left. And he intercepts it. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Scanning the field, it's Mayfield. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Great job there by the receiving team, right? You got your opponent here on the road. You're not caught off guard on the opening kick of the game. You're able to fall on it, and now your offense has the ball in great field position. You have got to make them pay for that gamble.
Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Mayfield. He looks that one in nicely.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Catch in the middle, it's Burden. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll run it on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU right back to the line. Off play action. Trying to get to him. He makes a catch at the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. White going to attack through the air. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag run.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. A first down for the offense. Oh, it's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. A swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle. It's Webster. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. LSU quick to the line.
Offense facing 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Getting some heat. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals! Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. White wants to throw it. Going for it all. Brings it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Breaks the tackle. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Williams.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
White going to attack through the air. Quarterback extends the play. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And this one splits the uprights. Little surprised to see them line up for an onside kick here. Down 2 possessions, but a lot of time to play. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. LSU right back to the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Mayfield. He's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on 3rd. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big...
He wants to go deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Tigers will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Williams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. White wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on 1st down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another 1st down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
You know, momentum in college football is a real thing, and after scoring on their last drive and still trailing in the game, the head coach decides to take a chance, roll the dice, go onside kick, and they get it. If they can score here, all of a sudden, all the momentum is back on their side.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. He's going to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They're bringing heat. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give is to Williams. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Army! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that 1st score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
White going to attack through the air. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the ball squirted out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played 3 quarters. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
And they did tack on the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. White wants to throw it. Sends it downfield. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. Off the play fake. Wiggles free. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Touchdown, Tigers. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. White going to attack through the air. He's taking the deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Here's a throw downfield late. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, A ton of work left ahead of him here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
They want to just keep throwing it. Slides away. Keeps looking downfield. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback, getting the first down, get out of bounds.
Touchdown, Black Knights! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Number 1.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Mayfield. Finds the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll throw on 3rd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. He didn't get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and now they've got a chance to pull out the game.
And the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
Extending the play. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He makes the connection. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. And the Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
He wants to take the top off. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On third down, going up top. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Buying some time as he moves left. At the 45, on his way. Oh, it's out. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Mayfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. LSU quick to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a 1-possession lead. Try to get it on the ground. The offense coughs it up. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and... LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Back to throw. It's Rising. Moving out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First down here for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Just buried it. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of the guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
They go to the ground. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Back to pass, it's Mayfield. Quickly out to the tight end. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They'll go back to the ground.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now rolling to the left. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. Still looking on the move. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown LSU. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Looking for a man. It's Rising. He's got him this time. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked. running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Wants to fire on second down. Feeling some heat. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, TCU 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Turns it loose. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense will always try to get some tips. Break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football, forcing the incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's going to take off. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Looking to pass. It's Mayfield. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's caught downfield. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. He's back to throw on second down. That's reeled in. It's Webster. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Mayfield. Gets it out quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. LSU right back to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Coming after it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in the elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to throw. Still looking. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Second down coming up. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Dropping back. It's Rising. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Incomplete, the defense holds.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Haynes. He's brought down solid. Pick up on a little bit short of the first down. LSU quick to the line. Trying play action. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
The give to the tailback. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 14, TCU 0.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! Follow the block. Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Burden. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. LSU right back to the line.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking for a man. It's Mayfield. Got his man down the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
I love the bootleg right away out of the quarterback. Why? Get him outside the pocket now. When he's that dynamic, that fast, you get him out there quick, you get him in space. Now you got to bring this athlete.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Offense set on first down. These corners going to give them some space. Running back goes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacey. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. LSU quick to the line. Looking downfield, it's Mayfield. Got it! And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to get in the end zone again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it in. Texas A&M about to put it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Burden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. LSU right back to the line.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
He's going to fire to the left. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field, but they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
They'll throw it on first down. Unleashes one. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short.
Game of 2. And that's good enough for first down.
The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but the sweet blowing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They are in attack mode already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic.
Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. The 20. 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Offense gets set for second down. Power football with the run. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to ride this running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big...
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're...
Yeah, you about to quit now. First half.
Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Burden. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out in the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. First down for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually. Just such speed.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got the quick pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. To the air, it's Jordan. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Presley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in the hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle.
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 20. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. LSU quick to the line. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Burden. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. The head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Mayfield. Looking for the score. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that. Drops the ball right in his hands.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand.
Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's a reverse. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Jordan. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. He'll get rid of it. Finds his man enough for the first. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he...
receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Fires left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
As a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver. Still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out.
He uncorks one deep. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback. And now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Off play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Leaves it with the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. LSU right back to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try it on the ground.
A simple play, simple game. Get that 1st down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Pressure coming. And the blitz gets to him just like that. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. To the air, it's Mayfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll run play action. Gets rid of it. Quickly complete. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, LSU!
And how about the aggressiveness? This coach says, I'm going for it. We're going to put 6 on the board, time ticking down. Maybe be a little bit more conservative. I love the way they put the hammer down. Now they have the lead going into the half. An extra point away from a 7-point lead.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. The Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cameron. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to...
And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Trying to take it back. Bulldozes him. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue-winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Defense not showing press coverage. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Dropping back, it's Jordan. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking left. He makes the catch. He's... but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Oh, they
So he
cheating
took
like
a
them.
chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
Yeah, they got 30-7.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Snagged in the middle, it's Jordan. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the offense can't.
it.